I have a theory. It might just be the eyelashes. So this Aquarius will be turning 41 in January. And this past year, I've been 40. And I have been noticing that this year, I have gotten so many people referring to me as being a young person or guessing my age wrong, but telling me that I look younger than I actually am. This is something that is new to me because growing up, I was always the kind of person where I was told I looked mature for my age, or I remember being 33, 34 on multiple occasions and having people guess my age at about 40. So it's an interesting thing for me that this year I've been getting so much feedback that I look younger. Whether or not I actually do, I don't know. This is just anecdotal evidence, but really who cares? You know, people are telling you you look young. It's a fantastic thing to hear. In fact, I just got done at the hair salon and one of the ladies that was working there was talking to me about, you know, fashion in the 80s and what it was like being in the 80s. And she looks at me and she says, "Oh, you would have no idea. You know, that was before your time." I'm like, "No, I remember the 80s. I was born in 1980. So the 80s, I remember quite well. And I never actually set out with the intention of looking younger. I never set out to do the law of attraction thing in that area, which is actually kind of surprising because I'm fairly vain. But I have set out to do quite a few other things with the law of attraction that I think have actually impacted how my age is perceived. And so I want to share some of that with you. You know, if you're looking for, you know, the fountain of youth, you know, you want to look the best that you've ever looked in life. You want to look a lot younger. Try these things out. One of the things that I think is causing this is that I act fairly childlike. I think of myself almost like a child. And that's really been because of working through the law of attraction and understanding about raising my vibration. I used to be a lot more serious. I took life a lot more seriously. I was trying to be a responsible adult, okay? And I really let go of that. And so I try to approach each day in a very childlike way. So in many ways, I act very immature. I laugh a lot. I crack a lot of jokes. You know, I just act younger. Through the law of attraction, we get what we put out there. So if we're putting out there, I'm a responsible adult, right? We are going to get mirrored back to us feedback that gives us the impression that we're aging, that we're older. But if what we're radiating is I'm childlike, that will come across in your appearance. Guess what? Today is the day. My Manifesting Mastery course is back. I mentioned it last week. I had a lot of people very interested in signing up for it, and it is live today for 2 weeks only. This is a step-by-step manifesting guide designed to train you to become a master manifester. It is an excellent course to take right now as we are preparing for the new year. So long as you sign up within the 2-week period, you will get all of the materials so you can work on them at your own pace. You're not required to finish them right now, but please do make sure to sign up within this window because once the course is closed, it is gone. And of course, for more information on that course, you can go ahead and look below in the description for a link on that. The second thing I attribute this to is my stress level. And this one has really become evident to me, not so much within myself, but in comparing myself to other people that I know have high stress. I mean, I've made a career literally out of eliminating stress from my life. That's my whole job in a nutshell, right? How to go with the flow, all that kind of stuff. And so again, a lot of the stress is gone. And in that way, I think that's really helped my body shine through at its highest potential. And when I look at other people who appear to me to be aging quickly, they all have one thing in common by my perception, which is that they all have a high level of stress. And you don't have to take my word for it. I always see, like with the presidents, you see Barack Obama when he first went into office and when he came out. Or you see Bill Clinton when he first went, see, I'm showing my age. You see Bill Clinton when he first went into the office and when he came out, and you can see how the stress of that job aged them so very much. And one of the big things for me over the last few years is that I've really gone from being a high stress person to a low stress person. And at this point, it's really reading through my physical body. Now, the third thing that I think has really amplified this year is something some of you may have noticed. If you follow my channel pretty closely, I talk about the eyelashes and, all that kind of stuff. I've really taken an interest in beauty for some reason. So I put my eyelashes on the wrong eyes today. Can you tell? Can you tell? I can't tell, but let me know if you can tell. And not for the purpose of trying to correct problems with my appearance, but more from the perspective of an artistic perception. So, and this is specific, I think, really to the work that I do. So I'm always trying to look for ways to enhance the videos, to make them look a little bit better. I'm a total amateur, okay? I've never taken a photography course or a video. I'm a total amateur. Okay. So one of the things that I'm always doing is I'm learning about how to enhance my videos. And somewhere along the line, I was guided to a path having to do with appearance and coloring and stuff of that nature. And I really started to look at my physical appearance more in terms of its artistry. And so that really led me down a path of learning more about colors, learning more about, makeup, that kind of stuff. And really since getting into that, I've been getting a lot more feedback about how much younger I look. And of course, there's going to be some of that, well, you got makeup on, so yeah, you're going to look younger, right? But energetically speaking, I think what's going on there that's really working for me is that I look at my appearance in terms of its creativity and its artistry. Like I look at putting together the face or the makeup in terms of how to do it artistically, rather than what a lot of people do, which is looking at their physical appearance and trying to correct problems. And that's a really important distinction. And this is why I'm putting this into this video. If you're doing things to your physical appearance in an attempt to correct problems, what the focus is on energetically through the law of attraction is the physical problems. So you may correct a physical problem, like maybe you have something removed or shifted or changed. But if what you're focusing on is, I don't like the way I look, so something needs to be corrected, when you correct it, you'll find something else pops up. Okay, and so maybe you've seen this cycle where there's just this constant stream of physical imperfections that need to be corrected. And I know from personal experience, that's really how my beauty seemed to feel, particularly when I started feeling the pangs of aging. Around the age of 30, I started to become aware of the fact that I was getting older and noticing that there were all these little things that I had to correct. But this past year, really focusing on the artistry, the creativity of your individuality and how to enhance that, that's really had a big, profound impact on how other people are responding to how I look. Because what I'm projecting more is that, I'm a work of art. And that sounds so vain. But I mean, really, like you are a piece of artwork. You are a perfect creation. Right? And when we're constantly judging against ourselves and trying to correct problems, we're negating that natural beauty that's within inside of us. If instead you start to look at yourself as an individual, how can I enhance this? How can I really treat myself like a piece of art? I think you'll find that you're going to see what I've been seeing in terms of how my appearance comes across. Now, the next thing that I really want to share with you is something that I started doing in my eating disorder recovery. And so something that I've mentioned a lot on this channel is that I used to be bulimic. you know. So I had an eating disorder where I would go through periods of time where I wouldn't eat, and then I would go through periods of time where I would binge eat, and then I would purge. Okay, so it's a very destructive psychological condition. But one of the things that helped me out law of attraction wise in getting over that, because I haven't done that in a very long time now, had to do with how I react to myself in the mirror. And for anybody who really wants to enhance their appearance, I found that this has really positive effects on your appearance, as well as also on eating disorders, or if you have body dysmorphia, or you have any kind of condition where you're constantly criticizing how you look. This is a really great exercise. I would highly, highly recommend. And so the technique is simply to get in front of the mirror. And so every morning when you're brushing your teeth, putting yourself together, go through and highlight in your mind what you like about your appearance. Okay, and so this is an important thing, because when you have body dysmorphia, or if you're very critical of yourself, the tendency is to look in the mirror in the morning and notice the things that you don't like about yourself. So for me, I would always kind of stand sideways and, you know, notice that my tummy was poochy. Or I would look for fat on my body, or I would notice, oh, you got a wrinkle here. Oh, you got this over here. And so to correct that, I started every morning while I was getting ready, looking in the mirror for what did I like about how I appeared. You know, like, oh, you know, I like my hair color. You know, my eyes look bright today. You know, my skin's looking really clear. Or my teeth are looking particularly white today. And I would just go through and focus on what I liked about my appearance. Now, through the law of attraction, the more you practice something, the more dominant that becomes. And so if every single morning when you're getting ready, you're pointing out to yourself things that you like about yourself, things that you like about yourself, that becomes an ingrained habit. And again, what you project is what you get back. So if you're projecting on the mirror every day, I like this about me, I like this about me, I like this about me, what you're saying to the universe is, I like the way I look. I like the way I look. I like the way I look. And over time, that starts to compound itself in how you actually look. You will start to look forward to looking at yourself in the mirror because you're seeing something you actually want to be seeing. And also, please do remember, my Manifesting Mastery course is open now for 2 weeks only. Again, I only open it up for enrollment 2 or 3 times a year. It's a fantastic time to get signed up, get a jump on all the stuff that you want to do in 2021 with some excellent new manifesting habits. And to learn more about this course, of course, you can find a link below in the description on that. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.